Hi, my name is Brittany Anderson and I'm a student in SPK 201. This is my persuasive speech presentation on animal experimentation. The purpose of this presentation is going to be to convince you all why animal experimentation is wrong and what can be done to help. Let's start by talking about why animal experimentation exists. Humans are solely focused on their own benefit and growth. It is a top priority of the human race to thrive. This often means sacrificing other things in order for our own benefit. This is where animal experimentation comes into play. We need medical advances, so we are constantly trying out new medical drugs. But it's not safe to immediately test these on humans, as drugs could be incredibly unstable. This is where they bring animals in. Animals are often the test subjects of experiments of medical drugs and even cosmetic products simply for the sake of progress. What's angering me about this the most is that they are not the only option for test subjects. There are other alternative methods that people ignore simply because animal experimentation is the fastest and easiest one. We throw out the idea of moral values and the fact that animals don't deserve the poor treatment simply because we say it's worth it for the progress of the human race. Let's talk about why I'm a credible speaker for this subject. I am a huge animal lover. I have pets of my own that I treat like family. I view all animals to be equal to humans. I also worked at the Humane Society in Lansing when I was in high school. Volunteering there changed me. I will never forget what I saw. There were many animals that were treated poorly or left out alone to fend for themselves. Ever since then, I have never been able to look at animals the same. They are not able to protect themselves the way humans are, and therefore must be treated differently. My thesis for this presentation is that experimentation should never be conducted on animals unless there's a sure 100% way to guarantee that the animal will not suffer. Instead, alternative experimentation subjects should be explored. Let's next talk about why it's so important to put a stop to animal experimentation. The lives of animals are equal in worth to the lives of humans. There is nothing that proves otherwise, though some people choose to believe it. The difference is, animals don't have a way to intelligently and willingly consent to anything. They don't understand what it means to be in an experiment or what the potential consequences are. Therefore, choosing for them to be involved is not fair, not just, and unethical. Animals aren't able to protect themselves when it comes to this choice. This means humans have to help them. Humans have to stand up and be willing to protect them, even if it means slowing down the progress of the medicine or the cosmetic field. Another good point is that experimenting on animals doesn't always lead to a perfect benefit to humans. Because of genetic differences between animals and humans, results that animals experience for a certain product don't often match up to what humans will experience with that product. This is another reason why other alternative methods for experimentation should be explored. Arluke says that animals process pain physically and mentally the same way humans do. This is known as the similarity principle. If this is the case, then it is not fair for animals to be subjected to experimentation for the same reason that it's not fair for humans to be. Next, let's talk about some of the alternative methods that can be used in experimentation rather than always using animals. The first is computer graphic data models. These models can map out trends and predict the certain progress of drugs and new products that come out on the market. Second is lab-grown tissues and cells. A huge progress has been made in the scientific field when it comes to lab-grown tissue. If more energy was devoted to this area, soon we would have the capability to grow our own test subjects, just the tissues we need in the scientific labs, and we could leave the animals out of it. Finally, the last option for alternative methods of experimentation would be human volunteers. Humans are capable of understanding the consequences of each experiment. They could even be compensated financially. This could also benefit the economy. Finally, let's talk about what you can do as an individual to help this cause. First, the first thing you can do is always start a conversation whenever you can. Talk with your friends, talk with your parents, talk with your coworkers, talk with your family, talk with anyone about why this is an issue. Hear their thoughts on it. Be willing to explain what you believe and why it's important to stand up for the rights of animals. Second, you can donate to any group that supports the rights of animals. Third, you can join such a group. There are many different animal activist rights groups, such as PETA, that's spelled P-E-T-A, and more information on how to join PETA can be found at PETA.org. This will be listed in my resources below. Finally, another option for helping the cause is to sign a petition towards enacting any bill into law that helps protect the rights of animals. In conclusion, animal experimentation is wrong because animals don't have the power to protect themselves against it. Instead, we should be exploring alternative methods such as lab-grown cells or human volunteers. The lives of animals are not worth anything less than the lives of humans. Because of this, the same reasoning should apply to them. Thank you.